Hey there, USANA family. It's Brian Bohlke. I'm coming to you guys live from a camping grounds here in San Antonio, Texas, or outside of San Antonio. I got the RV back there in the back. I got some friends here and our kids here. Our kids actually have off on this Friday because of our local community or county has a big county fair. So they let them all off from school, and we booked up the trailer and headed out for a weekend of some getaway camp time. So I'm going to talk to you guys real fast about Finish Strong Friday. I'm going to tell you something that I was taught years and years ago in my business, and I still to this day utilize this philosophy to finish out my weeks. And it's really simple, and the compounding effect of this, I think, is probably one of the biggest assets that we have when it comes to our business model with the residual income or the time leveraged income that we have. And that's focusing every week by on increasing your check every single Friday. And as you stay consistent to that, increasing your check every single Friday, what you'll see is after 4 weeks, you'll have a month, you'll see an increase on those 4 weeks. And then after every quarter, you'll see an increase as you continue to do that, because your auto orders will obviously start to increase for every order that you place. And every Friday that you stack on top of those orders, new auto orders, you give yourself a year, you'll see an increase in your business. Obviously, the multiplication side of that is having another associate join your business and then teaching them those same philosophies and same concepts. So here's something that's really critical. And I know a lot of people, they get out of this this habit. They can easily fall out of this habit because it's not instant gratification sometimes in our business. That's why, from a financial standpoint, going to school, becoming a personal banker, I will tell you that I was not looking for anything that provided instant gratification. I was looking for something that I could build. I don't care how slow or fast I could do it. I was more focused on building something for the long term, because I went to school and I understood the importance of having long-term, rock solid types of income in your business or in your life. So the same reason why you're encouraged to invest into Roth IRAs, 401ks, you don't see an instant gratification result. I got a paycheck 2 weeks ago, and part of that money went towards my Roth IRA. Big deal. Didn't see a big swing in your return on investment. Now, the whole point of that, right, is to see that slow investment, that small investment every single time you get paid, drop into that Roth IRA. You give yourself a few years, and you'll start to see the return on that investment. Well, USANA's business is the exact same way. So a lot of times we can fall into the trap mentally of not holding ourselves accountable to increasing your check every single week, right? And it becomes easy to forget or easy to let it go every week. You allow laziness to set in, and I'll tell you, that becomes a habit. And you have to be really careful that you don't allow those bad habits to take over, because before you know it, a week goes by, 4 weeks go by, then a quarter of the year goes by, 6 months go by, and a year go by, and you have completely fallen out of the correct habits in your business. And so one of the things that I've done for years in my business is I focus on my Friday night. What am I doing on Friday night? I'm closing out my week. I'm looking at my volume. I know exactly where my volume is at. I know what legs pay me the most. And I'm thinking about, who do I have in the funnel that I've been talking to that I can try and close out that order or close out that associate to close out my week for my business and increase my paycheck. Now, a lot of times it's really easy to get an order that is not an auto order, which is okay, because a lot of people maybe want to sample their product. But it's a big focus of mine to always make sure that when I'm talking to people, I'm helping them commit to an auto order. Because if you're not committing people to an auto order, then you're not going to see that multiple level of stacking, week after week after week, month after month after month, quarter after quarter after quarter, which is what you want to see. And so I guess on this Finish Strong Friday, what I want to share with you guys is, I don't care if you're new or if you've been around for a year or 5 years, you've got to make sure that you understand the power of what our business model is. And the power of our business model is we have a product that literally can enhance people's lives, right? We have a very, very high quality product that nobody else in the world has. And if you share this product with people and they see a health result from that, I have yet to this day, and I still believe this, I have yet to this day found a business that can offer me the same type of customer retention from a product or service like USANA. I'd be interested if anybody's found one. I haven't found one that compares. Because here's what happens. When people get a result on their health, what they'll recognize is they'll spend a little bit more money to maintain good health. Or if they've already started to encounter some bad health scenarios in their life, they'll definitely value their health much higher than the average person. And they are looking for higher quality ways of improving their health or regaining their health, right? And when you provide them a high quality product like USANA and they see that health result, long term what ends up happening is those people become very loyal to their product because it's a personal health testimony that they have. Now, in turn, what that looks like for you as a business owner is that long-term health result for that person becomes a long-term residual income, right? And all you're doing is you're servicing that customer, you're touching base with them, you're connecting them, you're sending some videos, you're just continuing to educate them, nurture that customer so that they do become a lifelong customer with USANA. We still have associates and customers to this day, almost 17 years later, that are still using the product. After the first, really big push I did in my business, after it took me 2 years to get my head on straight, and I started to build my USANA business, we still have customers and associates that are still on the product, very loyal every single month, like clockwork, ordering these products because they're valuing their health and they cannot find a better quality product in the marketplace, right? That is why I started this USANA business. That was the major reason why I wanted to build USANA business, because I wanted to make money. But it was the type of money that I wanted to make. I was not looking for a paycheck. I was not looking to join. USANA was my third network marketing company. My first two were instant gratification corporations. And I got paid big bucks for like sponsorships, right? And what ended up happening is very shortly thereafter, I hit what they called in one of those companies a top 21 club. And that top 21 club I was one of the top 21 fastest growing associates in the United States with that company in my first 6 weeks. Yeah, I blew it out of the water, right? But here's what happened. Ask me where my income was in 6 months with that company. It was like nothing. Why? Because they didn't have a long-term loyalty of a product. They didn't offer a service or a product that people continued to buy. It was like a one-time purchase. So in order for me to make more money, I had to go sell more and more and more product just to offset those people that I had already sold that were no longer ordering anymore, right? So there was no reoccurring order. There were not people that were developing a loyalty to a product that they maintained like an auto order because they found a value in the health product. So when I found USANA and I saw this uniqueness behind it, which was a high quality product, that if people got educated through me, if I could teach people how to and why to take this product, it would create this loyalty to a product that I didn't have to inventory, I didn't have to deliver, I didn't have to handle the money. USANA would take care of all those things for me. I just had to be the education tool, and I thought to myself, I can educate a lot of people. I love sharing my story. I love talking to people and helping them out, asking questions, and just offering my heart, if you will. So the reason why I got excited about USANA was money. I wanted to earn income, but it was the type of income that I wanted to earn. Again, having a finance background, going into the financial world, becoming a banker, I knew all these numbers. And I saw people coming into my office, 50, 60, 70 years old, coming in and saying, we want to start a retirement program. And I'm thinking they want to bring me a $250,000, $500,000 worth of retirement funds from another institution or something. And nope, they weren't doing that. They were literally trying to start a retirement program at the wrong age. And we actually went through classes in our training for our company on what was the name of it? I can't remember it off the top of my head. But it was basically we were taught how to let people down easily. So when someone came in and they were saying their late 50s or early 60s, and they said to us, as a banker, we want to open a retirement program, talk to us about where we could be in 20 years, the odds were very heavily stacked against them. And we literally were taught how to speak the language to people, because that shock effect that a lot of people don't recognize in their life, that they're not prepared financially for retirement, it can be a tough thing to swallow. So we were literally trained on how to communicate to people that what they were actually wanting to accomplish in their life was not going to happen. Isn't that crazy? So as I went through that training and then I experienced some of those circumstances with people in my bank, man, like it went, the alarms went off, the light bulbs exploded, and I recognized that I had to find something on the side in order to create some type of residual income. And so that's why I got so eager about my business. That's why, my friends, my family told me I was nuts. I didn't care. They didn't understand. I didn't want to be a statistic going into the bank at 50, 60, 70 years old saying I need to start a retirement program. I needed to do something different. So there's a lot of main values as to why I built a USANA business, but I'm telling you, it was the type of income that I was looking for. And it was a lifelong, reoccurring income. And if you could somehow figure it out where you could find a product or a service that created such a emotional attachment to that product or service, that customer, because they're now emotionally attached, there's a much higher chance that their loyalty to that product will stay high. And that's what I loved about USANA, is the science was present with the product. What the product actually did for the human body made scientific sense. And that logic is what really sold me on the product, and it made the business all that much more sweeter. So anyways, when you're finishing strong on your Friday, you got to be thinking about what are you doing to close out your week? Who are the people that you need to be talking to about this product, about the science about the product, about the loyalty of what this product can do in their life long term? And if you don't have a names list, if you don't have people to call today, what'd you do all week is my question. What'd you do all week? I got 3 people right now that I'm working on. So if you don't have people to talk to, if you don't have people to follow up with to close out your week strong on Friday, you need to really start thinking today on how you start mapping out next week. What are you going to do today so that next Friday you have a different circumstance? Because that compounding effect makes a difference. It really, really makes a difference. So anyways, those are my tips for Friday. I'm going to go back to my campsite and enjoy my afternoon with my kiddos. Hope this information helped you guys. Brian Bohlke in San Antonio signing off. See you guys. Bye-bye.